In my continuing quest to get the XLs at a decent enough price, this is the XL number 20 on Eaglemoss, the future USS Enterprise 1701D from All Good Things. Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here with another unboxing. This is the future Enterprise D from the episode All Good Things, the final episode from The Next Generation. This is the Eaglemoss XL version. I've got the smaller version already, which is fine. Reviews are on the channel somewhere. Easy to, I might put a link below for that one. But this is the XL. This is bought by Master Replicas. Master Replicas are still going through a lot of stock of the Eaglemoss bankruptcy, and they are selling us these at, yeah, let's say a reasonable price. They, yeah, okay. So I'm assuming that this, with being X-stock, and that's the second time I've done a video with a cough there, there will be a magazine inside here. It's the older style box, which is nice. And this has got some weight to this. This is quite nice. We get inside here. This was taped up. I hate the taping, but it was taped up. So this has definitely been sealed and ready for being opened. Ta-da! There is a magazine. So with the other one, the smaller version, the magazine will have been full size. These come with the smaller magazine, so we can do a magazine review this time. Yay! So hopefully this will be exactly the same. Top speed warp 13 plus. You can't even see that because I can't get rid of. That's better. Get rid of some of the actual reflections. So crunchy. So here we have got a nice little cannon on the front there, extra warp nacelles, which you can't really see. Warp nacelles, yeah, and then the impulse engines. Fins everywhere, extra phaser banks on the top of, yeah, there they are, on the top of the nacelles. It's armed and ready for kicking ass, shall we say? Yes. So there we are. Captain Admiral Riker. And there's all the All Good Things timeline things. We had the Enterprise on its maiden voyage, the Enterprise at the end of the 7 years, and the Enterprise quite a few years in the future. Actually, it's probably set about the same time now as what Picard series is. So this, yes, we have, spoiler alert, in the end of series 3 of Picard, we have the Enterprise D back. Geordi repaired it. Geordi took it from the, oh yes, Viridian 3 and repaired and put on with the secondary hull from a different ship. Yeah, if you want to watch the episode, go watch it. It's a really good episode, 2-part, so a good hour and a half long, 2 hours if you're in America with adverts. I'll ended up with Q, with lots of other characters, and Tasha Yar made appearance, and Spock looks like a bleeding skank, doesn't he? Thank you very much. I'm here for other accents whenever available. Cool. Yeah, I'd love that model, me. Absolutely would love a full-size model like that. Fun fact, when they actually did the modelling, before, when they destroyed the Enterprise D, they actually did mark this up for Enterprise E. So they were going to put this one in as the Enterprise E, but with filming problems and whatever else, and Johnny's version of the Enterprise E making it into canon, fine. So these are the 3 ships that we actually saw mainly in there. We had the Beverly Crusher's ship there, which was the Pasteur, and then we had which we did see in Deep Space Nine. This not the Dreadnought class. It's a, I forgot what the name is, Negvar class. But we did see it first coming to Deep Space Nine on a chronological side, but on actual side we saw this in that. So nicely they brought that into Deep Space Nine as a prototype. But there will have been more of a flagship starship for the Klingons. Or they say in the original series, the Klingons. So, I want the box. I want to open the box. I want to see what's inside here and... Uh-oh. I didn't want to come out properly then. Ah, there we go. Oh, hello, puppy. Right. I don't know whether or not this is going to hold that. I don't use the stands. I don't display these. I have, second run. 4786A/B, Future Enterprise 1701D. You could probably interchange these, because these look the same size as the standard ones anyway. For the XL, yeah, they're a little bit more expensive, but I think I would have preferred these size ships if they had done them to start with. The weight on this, on the on here is absolutely ridiculous. It has to go behind here. So if that went behind here, there is far too. I don't let it go. I really don't, because that's way too heavy. That is definitely goes in behind there. And if it doesn't, that's just stupid. Oh, there's even lines there. Ah, hello. Right. Does that sit on there as well? Because they've got little feet on there. I'm just going to do this for the once. I'm going to go underneath there. That doesn't, does it? Does that go? Ah, hold on. So go behind where I am now and slide forward. That's better. That's a lot better. Now that hole's behind the very heavy primary hull, and even nips inside here on the secondary hull engineering section there. So with a lot of pre-showing off for this ship, let's have a look. I can't actually hold it. It's really, really heavy and really well detailed, and massive, massive panel gaps everywhere. So let's have a look. Right, so let's get ourselves into the front. Right. Yeah, I was trying to do the there's a bit of rolling going on the actual model. Everything is got, apart from the edges, got the white and the black lights there, like everything's turned off. Loads and loads of lifeboats, phaser bank all the way around the edge. Enterprise NCC 1701D in the right place. These silly guns here, no idea, but also behind the bridge. So you're gonna hear that as it's firing off. They're not going to look very level, those, the torpedo launchers. But it's kind of, well, you've got deck 1 there, the bridge. You've got, what, deck 0? Okay, this is a fully automated pod. I would have loved to have seen it inside the shuttle bay. It's a real shame they never used that. Because the shuttle bay actually is, I'll go back, entrances here, and all of this section around here is a full shuttle bay. There's all sorts of gubbins underneath here. It's just, when you look at a proper teardown of the Enterprise D, it's just a massive shuttle bay. Instead of having the two little tiny ones that are now hidden by the impulse engines, yeah, it's a shame that they didn't do all of this as an episode. So we have the third nacelle there. Actually, to be honest, look at that. There's some weird vents on the front of there. Okay. I mean, it is basically, let's add on another nacelle. Nice clear red nacelles and clear blue vents there. Let's get the focusing back in for this. Yeah, that's really nice. I did a video actually separating the saucer from the secondary hull on the first model that came out with the Enterprise D. I'm certain that that would actually come off, but I'm not sure what this would do. Whether or not this would be stuck to this and then probably come off from there as well. I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that on something like this. I did it on that one because it was cheap and I could quite easily afford to destroy it. I made a really good video on that, so actually didn't. It was, yeah, it was me. It's fine. It's funny enough how they actually split the NCC 1701D either side of this phaser cannon, or torpedo cannon, or whatever it is, kick-ass cannon. You can just see that the windows behind. What a view those people must have had. Woke up in the middle of the night, went, oh, we're having another battle again, right, close the curtains. Yeah. Oh yeah, some really nice, gorgeous detail on here. Big seam marking there. Nothing they can do about things like that. I think that this is how production goes. Let me just have a look on the side. You've got these winglets on the side of here as well, underneath the registration. Don't know if that gave it more stability or what, whether it is anything to do with atmosphere or anything. Honestly, this is really heavy. I do like that other. Fun fact as well, if you look on the port, yeah, pylon there, it says Enterprise. If you look on the starboard side, it has 1701D. So yes, fun fact, it wasn't fully symmetrical. You have the red and the green, which is good, and they made full decks there. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it actually goes down to the back, doesn't it? So you've got about another 7 or 8 decks on there, and going up the pylon as well, a few decks. So it's just been flat to, well, nearly flat to there. Shame there's so many panel gaps. Actually, is that straight? Is that in a cell straight there? I'm not actually. They're both angling in a little bit, which is a bit weird. That is a lovely angle there. Let me try and come out a little bit for you. Start wobbling a little bit. There you go. See, the beauty of having these models is you can aim for your own angle. I mean, not just have it flying straight towards you. I mean, that's how I think. Right, the first opening scene for Next Generation. Let's come out a little bit, and it'll come. Yeah, it'll come down. Yeah, that's similar-ish, I suppose. Most of them is like a turn and an off to warp sort of thing. I can't do it because I've got big hands. So yes. Right, I really do like this. I'd love to have actually displayed some of these, so I can actually just put this into where it's supposed to be. There's a strange little symbol right in there. It's probably where the warp core breach, well, warp core probably could drop out. I wonder that all of these phaser banks on here are grey, and that one is black. Everyone are grey. It's not the end of the world, but I would love to have got something like this. If ever in the future these become excessively cheap, and yeah, I will strip down. This part here will fully come off as well, that circle between the phaser banks, because there's a gap underneath there. I'll probably use an isopropanol or something to maybe loosen the super glue. It's not a problem, it's not an issue. I don't want to touch anything with it, it's quite solid. But to take that off, you could probably put some sort of lighting in there. You'd never be able to do the windows unless you drill out all the metal work, plastic on the back, but just run up out inside here. Don't think you'd do anything in there, as you could run up a cable underneath on that part of the pylon and then fill over and repaint. But that one definitely you could easily light and do something with. It's really, I do actually really like this. The Enterprise D is not one of my, I don't think it's one of my top 10 favourites. That's how many ships in the actual collection they've actually had. But I do like this. It's really close. Wonder misalignment, yay! We're back to as we were. But then again, these were released quite a long time ago. I can't think when number 20 was out. And I've got the I've got it in front of me in here now. Right, it was released the end of June 2020, so this is now over 3 years old. It was released, and I've only just got hold of it. That's fine, I don't mind. The Enterprise is, right, anybody who's stuck this far into the video, thank you, and me waffling on. If you've just jumped to here, no problem, thank you very much. The Enterprise D build is restarting very soon. They say they're going to start shipping on the 17th of July. And if you're watching this in the future, 2023, if you look at this in the past, then so hopefully that should be yeah, on its way back on, and we will get that out and continue the model build, and hopefully be one of the first few people to get it fully finished. Granted, I'm one magazine behind some people because they got magazine 21 delivered. I got 20 delivered out of 31, I think it is. So we're 2/3 through. You can tell what we need to do with the model kit. I think where we are on it is we've done most of the top end on here, and we've got The back section here almost done. One nacelle is definitely done. The underside was kind of building round and stopped. The under this section here was completely missing. I think that part was actually on. I'm not quite sure, or at least we had it. That came from the start, so we needed to build another nacelle. Some other parts on here, definitely underneath, rested on here, and figure out how the saucer is going to attach on the secondary hull. And if it's as heavy as this, I'm going to build mine with using the two stands that I have. One in the actual hole under here, and I will put one underneath to stabilise it. Maybe put it on a stand with both, or maybe some sort of other rod, maybe some other piece of wood or something. And yeah, it will be displayed nicely. Unfortunately, I won't be able to fly it around and stuff because it's too ruddy heavy. So Enterprise D coming very soon. Enterprise D Future Dreadnought, they did call it at one point. Now we've been taken over by the Enterprise E, the F, and the G has now come. So yeah, it's fine. We're evolving quite nicely with Enterprises. Enough and done with. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Please consider being a Patreon to help me out, because I am really struggling with these videos. Consider a donation to the channel as well as being a Patreon. All the links are in the channel, the actual video description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.